They called him Doc, even though he never finished medical school. In Iraq, titles didn't come from diplomas. They came from what you did when things went wrong. Ethan Cole was a combat medic in 2007, and things went wrong a lot. Even now, years later, he could still feel the weight of the ruck when he closed his eyes. Not just the physical weight, but what it carried. Morphine, tourniquets, trauma shears, blood-soaked gloves stuffed back into side pockets because there was no time to clean them. Civilian backpacks felt like toys, empty, harmless. He came home with steady hands and an unsteady mind. People expected stories, or smiles, or gratitude. Instead, they said the same sentence over and over. "Thank you for your service." Ethan always nodded. Sometimes he forced a smile, but inside the question echoed louder than gunfire ever had. What am I supposed to say to that? Because service wasn't a gift he gave. It was a weight he carried. The memories weren't what haunted him the most. He could handle the images, the dust, the heat, the chaos. What broke him was the silence afterward, the way the world moved on without noticing the empty spaces. Every Memorial Day, Ethan followed the same routine. No phone, no music, no distractions. He walked alone through the National Cemetery just outside town. Rows of white headstones stretched farther than his eyes could follow, perfectly aligned, impossibly quiet. Each name felt heavier than his old ruck. He never brought flowers, never took photos. He just walked. That day, the sky was clear and painfully blue. As he passed one row, he noticed a young boy, maybe 8 or 9, walking beside his mother. The kid was pointing at the small American flags placed beside each grave. "Mom," the boy asked, "why are there so many flags?" Ethan slowed his pace. The mother hesitated, searching for the right words. She glanced at Ethan, unsure, then back at her son. Before she could answer, the boy noticed Ethan's posture, the way he stood, the way his eyes moved. "Were you a soldier?" the boy asked. Ethan swallowed. "Yeah," he said quietly. "I was." The boy looked down at the flags again. "Did you know any of them?" Ethan knelt down so they were eye level. "Yes," he said. "I knew some, and some I didn't, but they all mattered." The boy frowned, thinking hard. Did they die because they were bad? Ethan felt something tighten in his chest, but this time it didn't crush him. "No," he said gently. "They died because they were brave. They were trying to protect people they'd never even met." The boy nodded slowly, like he understood more than his age suggested. "Is that why you're here?" he asked. "To remember them?" Ethan paused. "Yes," he said. "That's exactly why." The mother whispered thank you as she guided her son away. Ethan stayed there a while longer, kneeling among the stones. For the first time since the war, his chest didn't feel tight. He hadn't saved everyone. He never would. Video create by Sub 81 Rock.